You're listening to an Awkward Human podcast on the 5x5 network. If you want to find out more about this show and all the other cool stuff that we do, visit awkwardhuman.com.
Previously on the Awkward Human Survival Guide.
You've been listening for several years, as you may have. Every year for Easter, I find new flavors of Peeps and I bring them on the show. And Richard and I try them and talk about whether they're good or not.
And I'm looking and I'm like, wait, who did I just send this to? It was my dad. Andy, I'm so sorry. You know that photo? It's like, no.
You know, you can tell he's naked in the photo. It's obvious he's naked.
Yes, it's very clear. Oh, rat face, perfect. The rat and the brat are back. Some people want pig play. They want filth. I'm sure Soylent Breath is revolting. Care to comment, Richard?
Aloha, co-workers. OMG. I am 24-year-old trisexual. I'll try anything, believe it or not. I do have a question. Here goes. I'm known for throwing these amazing birthday parties, like seriously amazing. Like Stephanie Meyer, bring a laptop and put this shit in a YA bestseller. Amazing. Everyone loses their shit over this shit, except for one person. Like, he still comes to my
Did you just figure it out?
Who it's about.
Then his boyfriend is always like, I had to drag him. He didn't want to come. He had the worst time. He'd rather go to a female circumcision or a Zumba class, blah, blah, blah.
Where that is.
Now, you're
I'm
next.
so hungry, and the only thing we can eat here is Peeps, so we gotta keep
No,
going.
number five is next. Yeah, we
I'm
gotta
next.
keep going because I'm on a schedule.
Butt stuff. Sleepless in Seattle. 36 male cis heterosexual rights.
For, right now, Erica's the only one who might know who these people are. I have no idea, so we're really guessing now.
What is the deal with these assholes who are like writing about assholes all the time?
I don't know. I guess they thought we wanted butts.
I even wrote about someone taking a shit inside themselves. I recently found out about a sexual act involving a funnel, a butthole, and a whole lot of urine. As far as I know, the idea is to place the funnel into your partner's poop chute, and then you pee into the funnel, which turns the piss into a golden shower enema. 2 questions. Is it hygienic? And if so, how can I convince my wife, oh please, this guy's not married, to give it a shot? I should mention that she never lets me near her butt. Is there a way to ease into the golden shower enema? P.S. Love the show. Happy 200th, and I hope someone takes Erica out to Red Lobster soon.
I think I know who this is.
I do too. And also, I mean, obviously this is okay because we've talked about the pig hole on episode... Was that episode 57? Was it that long ago we went to the
pig
fisting?
hole? That was like 2 years, at least 2 years ago.
Yeah, I think that was 57 was the fisting workshop. Fabulous fisting. I'm going to just look that up really quick and make sure that that's correct because if you haven't heard that episode...
Yeah, I think it's hygienic, right?
Well, I don't think it's
What
ever
we
okay to
learned-
call it hygienic, but but pee is mostly
sterile.
No, but what we learned is pee is only sterile to yourself. So, like, if you pee out of your own vagina, it's fully sterile. If someone else's pee goes into your vagina, there's nothing sterile about it. It's sterile
really?
to your own body.
Oh.
Well,
Which is why, like, if you pee after sex, it cleans you. If someone else pees on you after sex, it's not going to do anything.
Oh.
I mean, it might do something for some people.
Well, let's
Where's your information coming
let's
from?
get a proper...
I think we looked it up.
Oh.
We were like, is pee sterile? And they're like, it's sterile to yourself.
I thought that was a myth.
Yeah, Erica's right. It is not sterile.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, it definitely picks stuff up after it leaves the body, for one.
like air.
But
Like Erica's bacteria that she infects me
Oh
with.
my god.
it's
If only I had peed on you, you should be so
popular
lucky.
science says
God, give me
it
a
would
break.
be absurd to
There's
assume
gonna be a lot of stuff coming
that
out
a
with
healthy
pee.
urinary tract has absolutely no bacteria in it, given the abundance of microbes throughout our body. In fact, research indicates that replenishing the good bacteria found in the vagina can help prevent or treat urinary tract infections, so it seems likely that these friendly bacteria often traffic there. So even if urine was sterile at some point, you better believe it's teeming with microbial life by the time it finishes its journey to your toilet. Indeed, recent studies have indicated that bacteria are present in urine, though bacterial counts are lower in healthy urine than the pee of someone suffering from an infection. Duh. It actually says duh in the article. Okay, so to recap, urine not sterile, but on the other hand, bacteria not inherently bad. So if you don't have a UTI, is drinking your urine okay? I didn't realize that was what the point of this article was. Lots. I guess I should have because it does say drinking in the URL. I think they changed the headline because they realized that was not a great choice. Lots of folks drink their own urine for the supposed health benefits,
Lots
which for
of
the
folks?
record, I guess,
Don't think I've ever done that.
which for the record are totally unproven. Others rely on urine during emergency situations out in the wilderness, and still others consume it for more personal reasons. But it's not a great idea even when you're healthy. Urine contains salt, which will dehydrate you. If you're drinking urine because you're dehydrated, the salt concentration will continue to increase every time it goes through your body. You're basically forcing your kidney to refilter the substances it voided in order to keep your body healthy, and it should go without saying that that's not a great idea. If it's a true emergency, drinking your own urine is probably okay for a day or two. Any longer, and you risk overtaxing your kidneys and falling into deeper dehydration troubles. But unless you're sweating buckets, you can go 3 days without drinking any water at all. So maybe you shouldn't turn to pee just because you're feeling parched, or just bring a water filter.
Oh, right.
But so what about putting it in someone's butt?
Well, I mean, it seems like it's probably not that bad.
I don't think it's gonna kill you. If there's a toy called a pig
Much
hole
worse things.
that is meant to stretch an asshole big enough that you could just piss in it freely without a funnel, I think it's fine to piss in a hole, an asshole. There's so much shit literally in an asshole, right, Erica? That like that I think a little piss, like who cares? Like whatever. I mean, I wouldn't do it. I don't want that. I don't want to do it to someone, but like still.
You could always just, stick a female condom inside the asshole first and pee into that, and then you don't have to worry about it. If you
But
really,
that's not sexy.
well, it's never sexy. But
I mean, is a
if-
funnel sexy?
I'm just saying that's an option if you really want to be safe. But it seems like it's. I mean, I would consult a health professional about this, but not that I'm not sure anyone who wrote this really cares. But I wouldn't worry.
I'm disappointed that this didn't go in the more of the felching direction because I think that's a far more interesting fluid interactivity with an asshole act.
Right. All that mixing.
Yeah, because it's drinking cum out of an asshole with a straw, right? That's
I don't
felching.
think it has
straw?
to be with a straw.
In my mind, it was always like a curly straw.
Of course it was. I don't think
I
there
drink
has
a
to be
milkshake.
When I
straw
first
involved.
learned about felching, or what it was, not having it done or doing it, which I've also never done, was in 7th grade, and I think the kids were embellishing that you have to use a curly straw
Probably.
to felch.
Oh, specifically a curly
It was
straw.
like
Okay,
it was like
no.
a fun
I
straw
don't think
because
so.
fun and felch.
I think it just needs to come out and then you just need to intake it through mouth.
Lord. Didn't we once have Fran on, since we're doing a reminiscing, where we talked, the person wrote the question about like, I want to hold his cum in my vagina all day long.
Yes.
And
Like
he
a purse.
wants
Like
me to
a
walk
purse.
around with it like a purse.
Yeah.
He wanted her
Oh.
to.
And Fran had
I
called
forgot about
in
that
and
one.
yeah. It was a
Yeah.
fun one. We should cue the
was
clip.
was this IUD guy?
That would be my.
We're not gonna be able to find out till the end because I have these.
Oh.
I actually have. I don't know what these are, and I have to look them up at the end. So we'll put our guesses in, and we'll move on.
Do
to
you
the next
know,
question,
Erica?
and we'll
No,
reveal
but that would be my
at the
guess.
end. I'm
as
actually
well.
That's my
getting-
guess. Yeah.
Who?
IUD guy.
Yeah,
Sure, I guess
was
him
thinking
too.
It was IUD guy or IUD girl. So
John, Lindsay's husband.
Oh, John.
John.
Okay.
Good luck with exploring that fetish.
What was the second question? I thought there were 2 questions.
what?
It doesn't
Why
matter.
did
Let's
you think
go.
that?
He was like, "How can I get my lady to do it, even though she doesn't like butt?"
Oh, that
I
was the
took
second
Two-Spirit
question.
out. How did that end up still in there?
I don't. It was there.
Party sour pickle. I'm sad you didn't read
Do
the.
you want to
I
answer
didn't.
the part about how does he get his lady to do it? Because I think maybe don't
yeah,
start with
Like
maybe
a
that.
surprise
Second
attack?
question.
You know, just
I
like.
think maybe start with a finger in the butt and then move on to a funnel.
Just ask, can I piss in your butt, bitch?
But maybe after he eases her into it.
Hey, baby, can I piss in your butt?
I mean, that's a shirt.
Let me piss in your hole.
What was the other shirt we had? We have.
I
the
fucked Mr.
Peter
Churn.
I
Peter
fucked-
Churn.
And all I got was this
Churn.
lousy t-shirt.
Oh, Peter Churn.
I'm just gonna make a list of all the shirts we have to have ready for next week.
Peter Churn.
Churn.
Hey, but he's very rich and successful.
Oh, is that how you spell it? Chernng?
Churn.
Oh, I spelled it wrong in the
Churn.
question.
Oh,
Or
with a
Topher
G.
did.
Oh,
Topher
okay.
spelled it wrong.
I'm pretty sure. Because he kept pausing to make sure we could hear the G. Churn.
Okay, so
What's
that
next?
was that. Yeah, that was the P funnel question. What number was that?
Number 5.
Okay, so it was Eric
Am I
got
going
number
again?
6.
It was 5.
I know.
All right. We've got Montgomery Mitchell, a 28-year-old cis female, heterosexual, who writes, "So, one of the many things discussed at my family gatherings is my favorite topic, my fertility. My family believes I should stop taking birth control because it leads to allergies, like sneezing. They also believe it can affect my ability to become pregnant in the future. They're all Catholic, by the way. How do I politely get out of this line of questioning / conversation without offending my family? Also, I didn't tell them I was on birth control. It was announced to everyone by my father. Please help.
What was the title?
This is really serious. Why is this? Is this a fake question?
Some might be real. Some of them are real. Some of them are not real. Who knows?
What was the thing?
I mean,
at the top?
yours was
Family
real.
Myrtle.
Mine wasn't really
fertility
real. I knew all the
health.
answers already.
But it was a legitimate question. You didn't make it up.
Yeah.
It wasn't like something that didn't happen.
Did the answer satisfy? Do you think the answer
Adam
satisfied
already
Topher?
told me the answer. Told
Oh,
Topher
okay.
the answer. Told me and I told Topher.
Right. Okay.
I already knew the answer. I actually forgot it though.
Okay,
I
so
think there's something more deep seated there that you just don't want to say.
okay, so
No,
No, I don't. I'm kidding.
what was it again? There's a birth control family.
So
doesn't like
this
the birth
woman
control?
wants, her family wants her to stop taking birth control because it leads to allergies like sneezing. They also think it could prevent her ability to become pregnant in the future. They're all Catholic. And the fact that this woman is on birth control was announced to everyone by her father.
Okay, I feel like Erica, you have to know who this one is.
I don't know for sure.
It's you.
It's not.
Isn't
These
it?
are details that I'm not sure, but these are details that are
I
very
have
specific
a
if
guess,
they're real.
but I
Well,
don't.
shouldn't we answer the question?
Yeah. Let's,
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. As a male, here's my opinion.
As a cisgender
white
two
male.
spirit.
Cisgender male.
Mostly.
I'm not white.
He's not white.
Did you say a
Aren't
white?
you
Aren't you
light.
part white?
No,
Oh.
Mexican and Native American.
Right.
Wow, Erica. I guess you're not
I don't
part of
know.
the conversation. The Me Too whole thing.
I know.
In addition to being
Just leave that.
misogynist, you're racist.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Just like anyway. So I don't know.
Just like anyway?
It's none of their business and just ignore it and move on. I mean, how do you? Family is always gonna be there to
Yeah.
be bitches.
But like, also, how do they know if she's still taking it? Right? She could be like,
It's
"Okay, I'll
family.
stop," and like, they're not gonna come by her bed every night to
Well,
see if she's
it
taking
sounds
it.
like she lives at home with parents,
Mm,
and so they probably have more access
so they
to
can
her
see
stuff
that she has
than
a pack.
Why doesn't she keep it in a cute little thing that doesn't look like a birth control pallet?
like her purse.
Because you
Like
still
her
have the pack.
No, but don't you put it in that like clamshell looking thing?
That's very old school.
So
I
be
have-
old school.
Okay, but the clamshell makes it very obvious that it's
Where do you put yours?
on my nightstand
Besides your
so that I
mouth?
don't forget to take it.
So when your mom comes, do you hide it?
No, I think both my parents are very happy that I'm on birth control and that I have safe
I can't
sex
believe
and like
that.
no, but I mean that it's like that.
No, you're
unplanned.
Your dad told me he's upset you don't do risky sex.
I told him at some point that I thought my cholesterol levels might be raised by birth control, and he was like, "Oh, well, I'm glad you're on the pill."
Is that possible?
Yeah, something online said it can raise
Like a
your cholesterol and
hormonal
your
thing?
your
But
blood pressure.
I have heard that theory that birth control can affect your future ability. Is that true or not?
It takes longer.
You have to be on it
but
for a
it's
really long
not.
time.
It doesn't kill your fertility. It's just that those hormones, like they do a lot of stuff to make sure that nothing happens, and so for all that to go away, it usually takes about 6 months. Like it thickens or thins your lining so that things can't attach to it easily, and then also you don't ovulate for so long, and there's hormones in your body still, so they have to clear it so that you can really produce the eggs again.
I mean, I think it's fair for the family to like weigh in on some stuff sometimes if it's, you know, if you're talking to them about it and you bring up the topic, but ultimately it's like they can say what they think, and then ultimately he should respect your decision if you hear them out and are like, nope, I want to stay on birth control. Sorry if that upsets you. And
My body, my choice.
But to announce it
The
to
end.
the table,
It's very awkward.
what an asshole
But
move.
just be like, hey, it's my personal business. Please don't talk about this with the rest of the family. It's
Yeah.
my body, and I'll do what I
My
want
suggestion
with
is next time you need to snoop around your parents' place, or if you still live with them, snoop around their room and find something damning for them and announce it at the table.
I would probably want to go that route, actually.
You would.
I would.
I'm kind of serious. Like, that's how humiliating. I mean,
Because
there's
that's rude.
It's. I mean, like, there's nothing humiliating about being on birth control,
No.
obviously,
No,
but
it's
like,
not
just rude.
to be like, oh, and by the
Embarrassed,
way, my daughter is on birth
Why are
control.
you talking about that shit with other people? That's weird.
It would be more scandalous if the son was on birth control.
But also, like, what really frustrates me is when families talk about children and having children as if like there aren't millions of children out there that need adoption. And it's like, or need adopting. And it's like frustrating that people still live with this thing where it's like, no, I have to have my child. Like, okay, let's say this woman who wrote in, can't eventually have children, an allergy happens and she can't have children. And
she sneezed too hard.
yeah, she sneezes too hard and now she doesn't have, the right eggs. Like, okay, but there's still adoption, like people always seem to not want to do that. Like it's a taboo.
Or the
adopt.
black market or a kidnapping.
The black market, the dark web and stuff.
Oh.
Like, I guess I could save a lonely kid from a life of growing up in foster care or in an orphanage.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I guess that would be that's a good, like a distant second choice.
But it like almost doesn't even matter because
like
what if this person doesn't want kids at all? Then what the fuck does it matter what the birth control is going to do or how long it's going to take?
Yeah.
Then she should have a hysterectomy.
I mean, people gotta get over, like, you don't have to use like cum that you can make already.
That's a t-shirt. You don't have to use cum,
All right, number 4.
Yeah, I don't know. Pregnancy and babies.
I think we solved it. Next, I really have to pee, so let's read the last.
My guess is that was sexy.
We have to
you have to pee?
Yeah.
Do we have a funnel?
Sexy?
Do you have an asshole?
Sexy.
Does.
Sassy?
He's your
sassy.
domestic partner, not mine.
Well, I know you're wrong.
Okay.
But Erica, who do you think it is?
Well, I don't want to say because I have an advantage.
Okay, so Darren, who do you think it is?
Darren's never going to
I think it's your sister. That's a joke.
Who do you really think it is?
I don't know. I don't know who's been on this show. You have so many tramps coming in and out of
here. He
here.
probably doesn't know.
You have so much riffraff.
But you could guess at him.
I mean, it's.
Oh, was it the most recent guess?
I got to guess.
Oh, maybe.
It's Paul's Russian.
I think that's what it
Yelena.
is.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Sam too.
No.
It's Yelena.
It is
Okay,
not.
so Erica, do you
It's
not want to guess
Sam.
because
I
you're
think
pretty sure
it's
you
Sam.
know?
Well, now that you guys have
Who's
guessed, yeah,
Sam?
I'm pretty sure it's Sam.
Who's Sam?
She was
She was on here
poll.
last week.
Yeah.
Is she a real person?
Yeah.
Yes.
Was that her real name?
Yes.
What a serious question.
Yeah.
Well, she takes it seriously.
Why?
I don't know.
Because I said submit your questions to the show. I never said they should be fake.
I think she's diametrically opposed to me philosophically as a host on this show.
All right.
Okay,
next.
well, here comes the last question.
Can't I start a feud with someone I've never met?
No.
Unleashing anal pleasure from Peg Gisu.
Oh.
It's hyphenated. Who's a 32-year-old female cisgendered heterosexual.
Okay.
Aloha! I'm such a big fan of sex and chain restaurants, so you guys are my favorite podcast.
I know who this is.
Yeah.
I have an idea of who this is too.
I've been with the same sexual partner for over a decade. Well, there, that seals it. And
But why are you guys assume that everyone's being truthful about their
It's
details?
fine,
Go
it's fine.
on.
Continue.
Because two things just.
I don't
added
think
up.
half the things that Topher thought about you guys.
Oh, but the
I don't think you
aesthetic-
look like Melania Trump at
but
all.
the aesthetic was you.
Go on. Sorry.
For over a decade, for years, and for over a decade and for years. Okay, and we've had an ongoing joke about pegging, even before the Broad City episode. I often tell him that I'm going to unleash his anal pleasure, and he laughs. So I laugh, but I'm serious. I think I can convince him to let me stick a finger up his butt, and if he likes it, maybe we can. I mean, that's clearly Lindsay.
Well, that would have been my guess.
If he likes it, maybe we can work our way up to pegging. Straight guys are so precious about their butts. My fear is I don't know how to make this pleasurable for him. This is really a topic today. I have promised him the world. I don't want to hand over Florida. I don't get it.
I don't either.
Continue.
Okay, you guys can explain that in a minute. I'm a straight woman who just wants to rock the anus of the man I love. Could you, in great detail, give me a step-by-step on how to get him off through his butthole? Thanks a mil.
Tell him you're pregnant.
Florida's the dick of the United States.
Right.
Oh.
Tell him you're pregnant and then threaten a divorce, and that if he wants to ever meet his child.
I don't think he wants a child.
Yeah.
I also feel like this question is like half serious. Like I think it's
just
like
wish we had someone in the room who was like experienced with this, you know.
I know. It's such a shame that we don't
do
know
you know
anyone.
anyone who's experienced with giving pleasure to the anus? Because I know at least 3 people who
I
are
just mean
sitting
like
right next
for like
to
a
me.
woman to do it to their man, you know.
Right, but who like actually knows how to like make the butt feel good?
Yeah,
Do you want to chime in? Because you guys all do that. So
You just do it. You don't think about it.
how do you make the butt feel good though for someone who's never had anything in their butt?
Get him really drunk or get him poppers to get him to lose. Because I guess well, this is not aloha, guys. I'm not suggesting you drug or drink someone. But I do think that the big hurdle he's going to have are triple fold.
triple fold.
Yeah. 1, he's going to be all uptight and have all sorts of stigmas about it.
Right.
That's going to make him literally tight.
Yeah.
And 3, what's the third?
Use 3 fingers.
He'll probably have a cleanliness issue.
Yeah.
But if he knows it's coming, he can easily take care of that.
You think he's gonna go douche?
Douche?
Yeah.
Not an enema, but a douche?
I mean, we're working
enema
on a
shower
resource
douche.
that will be perfect for this, that will reveal in a week or so.
Why have you said
That's
that person?
that's a guide for taking care of the butt. So
Okay, well, when you guys have been with sexual partners who haven't bottomed before or haven't bottomed a lot, what do you start with? Like, what's the best?
You just shove it right in.
Conversation?
No, I mean, in terms of the things that go inside, what's the first step?
Well, usually
It's gotta be dry, otherwise where's the
to
fun?
Make sure that everything's good to go. If something doesn't smell right, before you put anything near there. It's usually pretty obvious.
But I think if you're putting a finger in there, you're not going to smell it.
No, but I mean, like if you're going down there with your face, it's like if there's a big problem, you're gonna know. It always smells a little.
The big
bit,
issue
but
is
it's usually
generally
not offensive
the
if
person's
it's
going to be
clean.
amenable or open to the act.
But if you wanted to get them into it, what would be the best first
Honestly,
step?
in this situation, but it's not analogous because he is a straight man who clearly from this question isn't open like other people that we may know, and like Paul, our trainer.
But he's never actually had a dick in him,
I would-
right?
He hasn't had a dick, but I think he's had he's
Said
been
dick-like
milked,
Objects, I'm pretty sure.
He's been milked?
prostate milked. He's had dick like things in there.
Yeah, he said a dildo in there.
But
Okay.
that being said, I hope his family's not listening. That being
I'm pretty
said,
sure they're not listening to this.
I think it's got to take weeks of conversation to butter him up.
But to make it appealing for him to think like, oh, this could feel good, like what would be
Show
like...
him gay porn of men getting anally stimulated.
Yes, they should watch gay
Or
porn
straight
together.
porn of women's anally stimulating men would probably be better in this case.
But also, like, discuss how the orgasm for him could be better with that prostate stimulation.
While being pegged?
Oh, well, I don't know about pegged. I mean, I think they need to start somewhere with the finger and everything.
she could say, our sex life's been pretty boring, right? Don't you want a more intense orgasm?
Also, like, what she can do, and this is, I don't know how people may feel about this. I feel like I'm going to get attacked for this right now. But if she's
I'm
like,
ready.
If she's, like, giving him a blowjob or anything, like, what she could do while she's down there is, like, maybe lick a finger and just, like, rub it over his
Just
anus.
Who's going to
A
attack
little
you?
taint rub?
Yeah, well, I don't know. I feel like people will be, because I know women are like, don't go near my ass. If that ever happened to me, I'd be so pissed. But like, I think like if she's like giving him a blowjob, like just like wet your finger a little bit, just like
What makes
rub
you
it
think
down there.
this woman gives him blowjobs? I think they just rub.
I don't.
I think it's frottage or frottage.
I don't.
It's not
That
like
gave
they're-
you pause?
I feel like they're very into mouth stuff.
You do?
Like mouth.
What about the idea of inserting
lot of
a
mouth stuff
tiny
this-
little butt
this
plug in
episode.
his butt while they have
I think
like?
you got to start real simple.
But what if it's really small and they put it in there while they're having intercourse, so he gets to still have like the regular sex
She's
that
gonna
they
start
have?
with
The problem is like a lot of people don't like the idea of having stuff in them. I think maybe get him something to play with on his own, or like I think
He's
has to
never
start by
gonna
That
do
doesn't
that.
sound like he's gonna
He
do
needs
it.
the woman because if he's doing it on
She
his
could
own, that
put-
makes
maybe
him
she
gay.
could put it in and then he goes like sits with the butt plug while he's playing video
Aloha.
games or something
He's
for a
not
little
gonna.
while.
I don't think he's gonna do that.
Wait,
But it's just gotta be- if it's
Controllers
at their
vibrate.
home-
He could stick the nub of the controller in
God.
and put it on vibrate, and then he could get the extra.
I just feel like
Or
if
you could
he's
use
doing this,
teledildonics.
if
I
like
love teledildonics. You know I love it.
if he's doing it for
I mean, not
her,
personally,
which
but
it
the
sounds
thought of
like is the only reason he would
It's
do
okay
it,
if you like it.
then I think she
I've
has.
never experienced a teledildonic.
I'm listening.
We're gonna have to try.
If
sometime.
he's doing it for her, which is what it sounds like, she's trying to convince him to do it because she wants to do it. Like I think she has to be there for whatever's happening. I,
think
don't think
she-
he's gonna go
Yeah,
sit with a
I
butt
mean,
plug and like
but
hang out.
if he's uncomfortable being with it in him necessarily, like I'm saying that's an option if he wants like some personal time. I think you kind of have to work it out with him, like give it, like run down the options until there's one that he's like, okay, if I'm really gonna have to do this for you, even though I don't want to, I'll give it a try, but like this is I'm gonna pick from this option from the menu.
There's something we're not considering. It's a
What?
big one we've overlooked. You know those corncob holders? You stick the non-sharp end in.
What?
It's small and it's
Are you
ridged.
sure?
The sharp end would still be in there. It would just be like
There's
between
a
your butt
stopper.
cheek.
There's a stopper, babe.
Or just leave the corn on it.
Or
Yeah.
file it off. Leave
Yeah,
the
if
corn-
they're really into
just
it, they
stick a
can
corn
I
cob.
think if you move around at all, you're gonna get poked in the thighs by that.
Look, that's
in.
an aloha suggestion. Clearly.
Yeah, get a pacifier.
Oh my god. How
Oh,
do
and
you
then
stick a
and then he can use
The
his
original
own
pacifier.
muscles to make it look like it's sucking on the pacifier.
What if you went
That's not
to
that- yeah, then you can really understand your sphincter.
What if you went to a sex shop and you were like, let's both pick something up for the other person?
Wait, Darren, I think you should do that one more time.
Oh.
Right about.
Oh, so you're on the camera.
Now.
But have the image of the pacifier going in and out of the anus.
That's really fast. That's some strong muscles.
All right.
Was that bad for you?
So what if she took him to a sex shop and she was like, let's both pick something out for the other person to like make us like sexy for each other. And then she was like, you can pick anything you want for me and like I'll wear it or whatever. And then I pick something for you. But then she says, but it has to be on sale. And then she hides everything that's not butt related.
I like the sort of like scheming that's going on there, because I was gonna say, why go through the like just level with the guy. Say, listen, we've been together how many years? 10 plus. We're the only ones we've known. We're probably the ones we're gonna know.
Yeah, how else am I gonna peg?
I like spice. I like things in my life. I want to make it fun. I want to make it interesting, and you're not doing it for me. What would really do it for me is a peg.
Just a single one.
I don't care if it's a square peg in a round hole. Let's just do it. Let's see it. Let's live a little. Don't you want to live a little?
Right.
I think she could wheel and deal her way into it.
Yeah. I mean, I believe it.
She could try an icicle. It's not like it's not like she's asking for the devil's dick.
I think she needs to start with something small and
like her
non-obtrusive.
finger.
Yeah, like a finger.
But what if she has a nail? Cut it.
Well, she can cut it.
Yeah.
You
Marlon,
can ask him what he feels comfortable with. Maybe
I
it's
got
just a
it.
pinky.
If Marlon Brando could get fingered in Last Tango in Paris, so can this man.
He got fingered in that?
Just be like,
yeah.
just be like,
Oh,
I'm gonna go get the butter.
He makes her cut her nails, and then he fingers her, and then
How old is this movie?
the 70s. And while she's fingering him, he goes on this monologue about how I'm gonna get a pig, I'm gonna have you fuck the pig, and you're gonna and the pig's gonna get behind you, and you're gonna eat the pig's farts. It's really insane, and it's like improvised.
Oh my god.
Last Tango in Paris is. I mean, it's the crazy thing is what I'm just like. The first time I saw it, I'm like, what? Actually, I had it. I owned it on DVD, and I had brought it home from college with me. And my parents, when I was out, were like, oh, let's watch one of Darren's DVDs. And that's the one they picked to watch. Like, this was terrible, Darren. Why did you buy this? I was like, well, because it's Marlon Brando getting fingered and using butter. But apparently, I'm not allowed to talk about this movie, blah, blah, blah.
So to recap, you get a stick of butter, you cut all your nails, you welcome him home one night, and you're like, hey, babe, I got a present. And then you present your 10 figures to him, and you go, pick one. And then you butter it up, and you slide it right in.
Now
Bam.
that's sexy.
Consensus. And consent.
And consent, yeah.
Well, I don't know. Is that consent when you're just saying pick one?
Well, if he says, I don't want to, and runs away, then it's not consensual, and then you should not chase after him.
Okay.
All right. So actually, we have one more question.
Oh.
This one didn't print out for some reason, and I already know who it is. Also, but just really quickly, we all agree that last one was Lindsay.
Yes.
Definitely.
Okay.
So hungry.
For the record, we got them all right. We guessed correctly. So this next one comes from. Did they put a suit? No, they didn't. Okay. If you could be stuck in. Oh, that's why it didn't print out. I told it to filter out people who didn't put in pseudonyms. If you could be stuck in any 90s sitcom forever, which would it be? Keep in mind that if you choose something that's short-lived, a la Salute Your Shorts, you'll go mad. Okay. Because you'll be forced to relive all stories again. Keep in mind, you aren't stuck in the world of, let's say, Cheers. You're stuck in the actual episode, an unwilling participant of the already cemented contents of the show.
Unwilling?
Well, this sounds like it's going to be torture no matter what you pick.
Right.
The picture that was submitted with this, by the way, was the from Dinosaurs with the dad and the baby.
Oh,
which I'm just
I
gonna
don't
hold
want
up
to be
until
stuck
the
on
camera
a set
comes back to
forever
me.
on any show.
I'm confused by this question because they want which one do you get stuck in? Don't pick a short one because then you'll be stuck there, but you're going to be stuck because you're unwilling anyhow. So like, where's the silver light? This sounds like, why do I have to answer this?
It doesn't sound like. It sounds like you get to go through the different episodes, so you might want to pick one with a lot of variety, and that was relatively.
I know exactly which one I would pick.
Saved by 90210.
Seinfeld.
What?
It's got to be a sitcom.
Right.
Because I think I would
probably end up in jail at the
I think I'd get along well with all of them. I complain a lot. I'm Jewish. I don't like New York as much as I used to after this most recent trip.
And then you
but
get to eat all the foods. That
I just feel like I would just get to have a I'd have a good.
We get to die, right? No, it says forever. Okay, so we don't get to die.
It's 8 seasons. There's a lot of variety.
Would you two pick Friends?
Absolutely.
That would be my nightmare one to be in.
I would say Friends because I feel like they go through so many different scenarios in that show, but at the same time, there was like no diversity whatsoever.
You're worried about the diversity when you're stuck in a world where you
Richard
can't.
is
I wouldn't be welcome there.
Richard is very au courant.
I thought you were like, I can't live in a sitcom that doesn't have 50% black people.
No, I just mean like
No, you
Martin.
would definitely be welcome.
or living single. Sister.
single. Oh.
Wow, there's a lot of good
They
ones.
just did a bad job of having diversity. They were not anti-diversity. Like, they all date people of like, well, not all of them, but many of them date people that are not of their same nationality.
I guess
I
because
remember 90s 90s sitcoms that well.
I would say Will and Grace, but I don't think that was 90s.
Oh,
I
I'd
think
kill
that was-
It
myself.
started in the late 90s.
Yeah, like 98 or something.
yeah,
so
but
I
if
don't
it
think
started,
counts.
Yeah.
if it started in the 90s, it was in the 90s. I think it can
Sitcoms
count.
of the 90s.
But
But
maybe
now I
you only get
really
those
kind of want to do
episodes.
Living Single that you mentioned it.
I mean, I might go for Friends just because it seems like there are definitely a lot of episodes, but it's also like I feel like you could just kind of hang out in the margins and not really get into too much
Right.
trouble.
They're all pleasant.
Yeah.
They're not all pleasant. They're all awful.
Plus, there's a lot of they have nice apartments in New York, which is rare and impossible.
They barely have to work. They can just sit at the coffee
Does
shop.
Salute
Yeah,
Your Shorts
right.
even count?
Apparently,
What?
it
Salute
does.
Your Shorts.
Is that really a sitcom? It's like, I guess it's like a teen sitcom. It counts.
Yeah, I mean it's. I really can't think of anything that I loved from the '90s that was a sitcom. I guess I was obsessed.
You
with
didn't like
Third Rock from
Seinfeld?
the
How could I
Sun.
be?
Oh,
you would want to live with fucking French Stewart in
no,
perpetuity?
oh, no, I don't want to live in that one. I
Well,
just
you guys
remember.
figure
I
this
was like,
out.
what did I actually get?
Dharma
really
and
excited
Greg? We can't talk about that.
about? Oh, I
can
did
we?
watch Dharma and Greg, but I did.
Because
I wouldn't wanna
didn't
live
we
in that.
play with Greg?
I mean, I
Tennis?
watched. Yeah.
We can't pick that
gosh,
one.
You want to hear about that? Listen to Supercharged. That was. Oh my God, Tommy had some things to say. It was uncomfortable.
Okay.
I'll tell you later. It's just he's so nice, but apparently he's maybe not.
I've heard.
So the I don't know. I just don't want to say anything
Sounds like
bad
somebody's
about him.
getting pegged outside the window. This guy is like moaning. I guess Lindsay was successful.
Yeah, I think, yeah, hanging out with Khadijah and Sinclair and all them.
I'm telling you, living single
I think
could be fun.
They live
Could
in
be
single.
fun.
Well, Erica had to go. I think I'm just gonna go with Friends because I can't think of anything better to do.
That's
I mean,
a
I
cop
wouldn't-
out. Rack your brains.
I feel like I do really
Yeah.
feel like that's a cop out because that was like the show of
Well,
the
no,
90s.
no, I'm saying like I don't want to go in any of the ones that I watch. I can think of a couple of other ones that I did watch, but they were shorter, or I wouldn't want to go into them. Like Friends is just I feel like I could not.
There's
I
Married
could
with
be ignored,
Children.
so yeah,
Oh,
like
no,
I want
thank
to
you.
live in that.
You could be with Marcy Darcy.
No,
The
I-
lesbian.
no, I've watched all of Married with Children. I definitely do not.
I wouldn't want to live there. Oh,
Friends is like
ew.
the nicest,
Step
most
by Step.
comfortable-
Oh, Step by Step.
Home Improvement.
No.
Oh, what the fucking TGI?
Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
So there's Sabrina, but there's Clarissa Explains It All.
I basically don't.
What
get
about
to
the
fuck
Winslows?
anyone in this scenario,
The fucking
so-
one with the
Family
Winslows.
Matters?
Family Matters with Urkel. You could be with Urkel in perpetuity.
No.
The
Oh
Wonder
my God,
Years
they-
goes into the 90s.
Okay, I remember from Family Matters there was an episode with the dad where he got cast in a movie because they wanted a real cop instead of.
What
the
about
fake
Rock?
actor.
You could live
And
in Rock.
And he bowed out of the TV show because he had to kiss another woman.
Oh, give me a
That's
break.
that's how moral this show was.
What about the Drew Carey show?
No.
Oh no.
Roseanne ended in the
I don't
90s.
want to be in any of these. The reason I want to be in Friends is because it's like so easy.
'Cause you wanna play with that
be
fucking
comfortable
monkey.
and not have to. I don't want to play with the monkey.
I'm changing
The
my
duck,
answer to
maybe.
Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Okay,
Oh,
okay,
then
that's
you
a
get
good one.
powers.
Yeah, I mean, that one actually.
That's
would
a good
probably be
one.
fine,
Was
but I
Out of
don't
This
remember
World in the
enough to be
90s, or is that
honest. I
Yes,
feel
that
like
was
it's-
the 90s.
That's a good contender.
Out of This World. Is that the one with the woman with the finger?
Yes, Edie.
What about Boy Meets World?
No.
His
Ryder Strong was my first celebrity crush, so that would give me the opportunity.
and
to,
his
like, hit on
in-show
him.
father is the wrestler Vader.
Of all the sitcoms that have been discussed, Friends is the only one that I haven't seen anything where people are criticizing it for like its completely absurd morality or something like that. I was just watching something I found on Amazon by accident the other day called Zach Morris's Trash, which Funny or Die produced.
Oh, I saw that advertised.
I saw a couple of them and I was like, oh yeah. I mean, like I kind of knew what I was getting into because I can think about how shitty of a person he was. But when they actually pulled it apart more, it's like, wow, that is a lot worse than it seems.
Oh, he's awful.
But that's what I mean. Like that's what the whole point. I think what a lot of sitcoms did, they'd have their hero kind of be an anti-hero, but then they'd paint it the other way around. It's like, oh, he's a lovable mischief maker.
He's awful,
But
but
it's
so
actually
what?
really bad.
He's this comedy babe.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing is it's like yeah, and if you were to break it down in reality, of course he's a piece of shit. But in the world of Saved by the Bell, it's like all for shits and giggles.
There's got to be some other one that. But I stick by.
Although the first episode I watched where he basically like tries to get Lisa to go on a date with Jesse's like stepbrother or something,
Mm-hmm.
where who's potentially abusive person.
Oh, good.
And
I
then
don't remember that one.
And then forces her to get into a car accident, and then it's actually like wow, that's really terrible. So that's what I'm trying to avoid. That's why I'm saying Friends, because I'm like I don't think anything in Friends like it never got out of hand like that.
Okay, so final answer: Friends.
Sabrina.
Seinfeld.
I mean, Seinfeld, if it weren't for the way that some of the stuff goes in later seasons and some of the... I want something that's going to be peaceful. If I have to live here forever and I never
Do
get
you?
to die...
I don't want peace. Peace is overrated. I want drama.
There's enough weird shit in Friends, and plus I think they had some gay people in it.
Like
I want to get laid once in a while.
Carol.
There might be some.
Why don't you be on Will and Grace then?
Because then it's like that's all there is.
There's got to be other sitcoms that have gay characters.
I would like to get laid once in a while, and since Richard's not going to be joining me, I gotta.
Yeah, I'm gonna be doing magic.
Yeah, you're gonna be killing it with.
Yeah, maybe I should
I'm
just
gonna
join
be
you in
stealing
Sabrina.
Harvey from Sabrina.
Even if we can't fuck, I could probably just cast a spell for fucking.
You?
I don't think you get to pick the same environment.
Yeah, we're not in the same world.
No. I'm saying if I joined you in Sabrina.
No, that's cheating. I don't think two people from the real world can be in the sitcom at the same time. Like we each have to be.
No, but I'm saying
own...
like if Richard's not there and that's the case, I could still have magic.
I got you.
To get laid.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, that's all we have time for. Thanks, guys.
Who wrote that one?
Is that true?
Oh yeah. Should we guess?
Yeah. Who wants to guess? I already know because I had to look.
I have no idea. Matthias?
But I would have guessed wrong. I thought this was someone else.
Darren.
Yelena.
If I had to guess, I would say Johanna.
That was my guess. It was actually Anayat.
Oh.
I would never have guessed that.
I thought because
I
the
guessed
dinosaurs picture it was Johanna.
Yeah, and
she
that's
had
feels like the kind of thing she would ask.
Yeah, but she also sent me a text saying like I didn't have time to write in, but then it showed up, so I thought maybe she figured it out.
Do you guys recall in Dinosaur when they had the sexual harassment trial and there was the character Sexual Harris and they said what did sexual harass meant? Because they were just making fun of how everyone was calling it sexual harassment rather than harassment at the time. It's the only thing I remember of like a storyline from Dinosaurs.
The trial,
what sexual Harris meant? What he meant?
I don't know.
Such a hot button issue at the time.
Wow.
Yeah.
All I remember is not the mama.
Well, did anyone get harassed? Because that's the new word.
Harassed?
Yeah, sexual harassment is when someone harasses you with their dick and then you get an STD from it.
Or you get hives for being so stressed out.
They could just rub up the herpes.
But I think,
whatever.
I think when the dick touches you, it's not harassment, it's assault.
Yes.
Yeah, so
at that point.
What if it just rubs on you, like not a sexual part, but it like rubs on your arm? Like
how is that rub
on your arm?
What situation are you not
harassment?
No.
Where someone's like, fuck me, and you're like, no, and they're like, man.
This is a fantasy by a woman-hating woman.
Right. We got shit to do. Richard's got to go.
I gotta go.
I'm starving.
He has another podcast to be on.
To go to?
We gotta wrap this episode.
Oh, you gotta go.
Everyone, thank you for listening. Thanks for sticking with us for 200 episodes. That's awesome.
Here's to like 4 more.
Thanks to us too for like doing this for 200 episodes. I play not.
No, I'm so over it.
I'm really surprised that we've done this long, honestly.
Should we like jerk each other off?
Look at this. Wasn't I on the first episode?
I'm not saying it
was of this
good.
new format.
I'm surprised that
you were on the first episode.
And now here I am 200 later.
Yeah.
I think I'm the one who needs a prize.
You're the loser.
I'm the real loser.
You've been on it the least of any of us, so you definitely don't get a prize.
Yeah, well, that's because once you started diluting it with, I think, subpar hosts.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I see how it is.
I mean,
come back
maybe I
next
could
week,
agree with
Darren,
you on
since
some
we
of them.
accidentally scheduled you for
We'll
next week.
see.
I didn't think we
I
would
have
record
plans
today.
now.
We have plans.
I gotta record.
We'll talk
still need to
about
figure
it
out when
right
I'm
off
recording.
the
that
record.
tennis party.
Are we still recording the show?
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. See you next time.
Or
Watch
next
the
year.
video. If you're not watching it, watch it. It's better.
Yeah, listen and watch.
You get to see how good Erica looks.
And you get to see all the pictures we talked about. Erica, you're not really getting the peeps in there. You gotta move it over. And it's out of focus.
Okay.
It's better to show it to your camera.
Done deal.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
If you have a question, story, comment, or whatever for the Awkward Human Survival Guide, we want to hear it. We read everything we get on the show, censored for your privacy if you wish, and might laugh about your problem because tragedy loves humor, but genuinely want to help you out. If you've got something to share with us, even if you think it's stupid, send it in as anonymously or proudly as you wish. You can do all of that at awkward.email. You just go to http://awkward.email. Oh yeah, and watch the videos on YouTube, youtube.com/awkwardhuman.